Good day everyone, I'm Eunice Tapat and we are the Group 4. We will tackle about supply chain management, inventory management, and pricing and revenue. So let's start.
Chain management or SCM. Supply chain management has the objective to make sure that all activities are well managed. It is the responsibility of the manager to take all actions. Under the supply chain, we have the inventory management. Managers also maintain their inventory as low as possible because of the investment cost. 1. Sometimes the items are not available or the ingredient. When the managers will change the ingredients or the items that are not available, it will cost high. Role of inventory: to supply and support the balance of demand and supply, to effectively cope with the forward and reverse flows in the supply chain. In order to have a consistent supply chain, we have to build a strong relationship with our manufacturer and suppliers.
So we have here different model that deals with inventory management. So first, we have the optimization model. Optimization model of supply chain are those models that codify the practical or real-life issue into mathematical model. In order for us to understand what is the optimization model, let us first define optimization. So optimization is the action of making the best or most effective use of a situation. Those are solution or way in order to cover up or solve such a problem. In general, when we say optimization, these are used in many areas of study in order to find a solution that maximize or minimize same other parameters, so it can be a substitute plan B in plan A that had a problems. So what are these supply chain optimization model? We have first the mixed integer linear programming in supply chain. This is a mathematical modeling approach used to get the best outcome of the system with some restriction. This model is broadly used in many optimization areas such as production, planning, transportation, and network design. So aside from this one, we also have here the stochastic modeling. So what are the functions of this stochastic modeling? It's a mathematical approach of representing data or predicting outcome in situation where there is a randomness or unpredictability to some extent. For example, in a production unit, the manufacturing process generally has some unknown parameters like quality of the input materials, reliability of the machine, and competency within the employees. These parameters have an impact on the outcome of the manufacturing process, but impossible to measure them with absolutely values. Other model is uncertainty modeling. While using a realistic modeling approach, the system has to take uncertainties into account. So when we say uncertainties, walang kasiguraduhan. In a certain business, they are uncertainly like most of the businesswoman or businessman, even it cannot predict what the outcome will be. They still take a risk in order to see what will be the result of such uncertainly action.
Good day everyone, I'm Renalyn Orisa. We are the next reporter. Bay-level optimization. A bay-level issue arises in real-life situation whenever a decentralized or hierarchical decision needs to be made. It means when a decentralized or hierarchical choice must be made under real-world circumstances, a bay-level problem results. Or bay-level optimization is defined as a mathematical program where an optimization problem contains another optimization problem as a constraint. Pricing is a factor that drives profits in supply chain through an appropriate match supply and demand. It means boost supply chain earnings through a proper balance of supply and demand. or a process of fixing the value that a manufacturer will receive in the exchange or services and goods. Revenue management can be defined as the application of pricing to increase the profit from produce from a limited supply of supply chain assets. It means to maximize the profit from goods from a finite quantity of supply chain assets, or the money generated from normal business operations calculated as the average sales price times the number of units sold. Capacity. Assets in the supply chain are present for manufacturing, shipment, and storage, while inventory assets are present within the supply chain and are carried to develop and improvise product availability. It means inventory assets are present in the supply chain and are used to develop and improve product availability, whereas assets in the supply chain are used for production, transportation, and storage, or refers to the act of ensuring a business maximizes its potential activities and production output at all times under all conditions. Revenue management plays a major role in supply chain and has a share of credit in the profitability of supply chain when one or more of the following conditions exist. 1. The product value differs in different market segments. 2. The product is highly perishable or product tends to be defective. 3. Demand has seasonal and other peaks. 4. The product is sold both in bulk and the spot market. RM for multiple customer segment. We have two fundamental issues. The first one is how to distinguish between two segments and designs their pricing to make one segment pay more than the other. Second, how to control the demand so that the lower price segment does not use the complete asset that is available. Why inventory management is connected to supply chain management? Because inventory management is a critical element of the supply chain. It's the tracking of inventory from manufacturers to warehouses and from these facilities to a point of sale.
Any assets that loses its value in due course of time is considered a perishable item. For example, all fruits, vegetables, and pharmaceuticals. We can also include computers, cell phones, fashions, and apparels, etc. Whatever loses its value after the launch of new model is considered as. So this page is about, or in other words, it can be a material that is no longer appealing to the eyes of the customers. So in this approaches, seasonal products obviously lost its value after its trend season. Therefore, manufacturer should know the exact amount of product they will produce based on customers' demand to meet their expected profit without losing any cents. RM for seasonal demands. One of major applications of revenue management can be seen in the seasonal demand. Here we see a demand shift from the peak to the off-peak duration. So this page is about, or in other words, it can be a material that is no longer appealing to the eyes of the customers. So in this approaches, seasonal products obviously lost its value after its trendy season. Therefore, manufacturer should know the exact amount of product they will produce based on customers' demand to meet their expected profit without losing any cents.
RM for book and spot demands. When we talk about managing revenue for book and spot demands, the basic trade-off is somewhat congruent to that of revenue management for multiple customer segments. The company how to make a decision regarding the quantity of asset to be booked for spot market, which is a higher price. The book quantity will depend upon the differences in order between the spot market and the book sale along with the distribution of demand from the spot market. So this is said to be consistent with revenue management for multiple customer segments about making a decision for the amount of assets that will be further increase the price. And there is a similar situation for the client who tends to make the buying decision for production, warehousing, and transportation assets. Here the basic trade-off is between signing on long-term book agreement with a fixed lower price that can be wasted if not used, and buying in the stock market with a higher price that can never be wasted. The basic decision to be made here is the size of the book contract. So it is said that there is a similar situation for the client who has the possibility to buy a production. It is the warehousing and transportation assets. This is said to be the main trade-off for a long-term and multiple agreement for client with a reduced price that will be wasted if not used, and bought in the spot market with a higher price but will not be wasted. Formula that can be applied to achieve optimal amount of the asset to be purchased in book is given below. If demand is normal with mean and standard deviation, the optimal amount Q to be purchased is a book is what? Where P, probability demand ay para sa asset ay hindi lalampas sa Q. Q equals to pinaka mainam na halaga ng asset na bibilhin ng maramihan. The amount of book purchase increase if either that spot market price increase of the book price decrease. When we can now conclude that revenue management is nothing but application of differential pricing on the basis of customer segments, time of use, and product or capacity availability to increase supply chain profit. It comprises marketing, finances, and operation functions to maximize the net profit earned. So, tataas ang halaga ng maramihang pagbili kung tumaas ang presyo ng spot market o bumaba ang book price, maaari nating tapusin ang pamamahala ng kita at walang iba kundi ang aplikasyon ng differential pricing batay sa mga segment ng customer, oras ng paggamit at produkto o kakayahang magamit upang mapataas ang tubo ng supply chain. Binubuo ito ng marketing, pananalapi at operation functions upang i-maximize ang netong kinikita